The time is now 5:52 on this Thursday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go.
The joint DNR and Fond du Lac Band project to reintroduce elk to northeast Minnesota is facing pushback from Red Lake Nation. The proposed plan would move a small number of elk from one of the 3 herds in northwest Minnesota to northeast Minnesota. A representative from Red Lake Nation said the tribe's frustration comes from not being consulted or notified, as the elk live on Red Lake's territory and are currently hunted by tribal members. While the project was first proposed in 2014, the DNR's elk coordinator said they've been communicating with Red Lake pretty consistently since 2022. Fond du Lac said they had no additional comments regarding Red Lake Nation.
The 19-year-old driving this car you see here had minor injuries when she hit a moose on the range on Tuesday night. It happened around 8:30 p.m. on Highway 53, just north of the 169 split near Worry Township. Sadly, the moose did die, and as you can see, the Brit woman's Ford Fusion was severely damaged and had to be towed. 2 people are dead after 2 small airplanes collided mid-air just northwest of Tucson. The NTSB says 2 people were on board each of the planes, and authorities said the 2 people killed were aboard 1 aircraft. 2 people did survive, but their conditions are unknown, according to the FAA. The airport is an uncontrolled field, meaning it does not have an operating air traffic control tower. Investigators have recovered the black boxes to further analyze the Toronto plane crash. A team of over 20 Canadian investigators are leading that investigation and are receiving assistance from the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board. Aviation experts said investigators will consider conditions on the ground, the pilot's actions before landing, and potential problems with the landing gear. The crash was the 4th major aviation accident in North America in recent weeks. The crash injured 21 people.
Superior City and school leaders just got back from Madison after lobbying for increased education funding. For the Superior School District K through 12th grade, funding is a top priority this legislative session. School and city leaders worry education won't receive the critical funding necessary, saying the budget could impact class sizes, extracurriculars, and mental health services for students. School officials say with the uncertainty of funding, they're not looking to grow. They just want to maintain current operating levels and avoid cuts.
Here is a live look at downtown Hayward this morning, where the fun continues later today as Berkey Week is officially underway. Yesterday was the open track races for those looking for something less competitive for an experience. Now, only 1,500 people get to race in that open track, creating a more open and individually paced event. Today's races include the Barkey Berkey, Junior Berkey, and the popular Giant Ski. Don't forget, we will be live in Hayward at noon, 4 and 5 p.m. tomorrow for all of the finish line fun.
And there's a big need for blood donations right now, and there's a chance for you to help save a life coming up. Northern News Now is once again teaming up with Memorial Blood Centers to host a blood drive. It's set for Monday, March 3rd and Tuesday, March 4th at Pier B Resorts Ballroom in Duluth. We have a link to sign up on our website. Everyone who donates will get a free t-shirt and a gift from Epicurean. All the donations made over those 2 days will benefit people right here in the Northland.